wheel, use a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts out. When you get to the last one, you might want to hold the wheel on so it doesn't fall. Grab the wheel and slide it off. Remove this nut right here, use a 22mm socket. I'm going to use a pickle fork to separate the ball joint right here. There is many different front end tools you can use. Do the best you can. Good. Slides right off. I'm going to use an E12 socket and take these two bolts out. You want to remove the ball joint from the knuckle. There is many different types of tools you can use. You could try using a slide hammer or a punch up on top here. Or if you have an air hammer, you want to try that. Just be careful, you don't want to rip the CV boot. You can try taking a chisel and around these ears on both sides. Just try to break it free a little bit. Just try to pry it down. Also using rust penetrant helps out. If your lower ball joint came out nice and easy, then you're all set, but we're having a little trouble with this one. So I'm gonna have to take this bolt out here on the lower control arm, slide this down, and we're gonna take the axle out as well, so that I can get a better angle on that ball joint so that we can press that out. So we'll start by taking that off. We're gonna use a 16mm wrench and an 18mm socket. Take that bolt out, slide that down. For the axle socket, it's peened over. Just take a punch and just try to maneuver it. Try to bend it back to where it was. That should be good. Take a 36mm socket, take the nut off. You push the axle through. If you have to, use a punch. Now we can pull that out of the way. I can get straight in there with a hammer bit. Hammer it out. And there it is. I'm going to clean this up just using a wire brush. Just get some of the rust out of the way. Before I put the new ball joint in, I want to put the axle back together. Get everything back to where it should be. Slide that in position. And the control arm. And put the bolt back in. It's ideal if you can replace that bolt. And then when you're tightening this down, you want to have the suspension as close to ride height as possible, although it's hard to torque this bolt while the vehicle's on the ground. Do the best you can. I'm just using a pull jack just to get it a little bit closer, but be careful. Tighten that down. You want to torque this bolt to 74 foot-pounds. And then if you have a torque angle meter, you want to go an additional 90 degrees. If you don't have one, do the best you can. Now I can lower down the pull jack and put the nut on. I'm going to put a couple lug studs in here so that I can prevent the wheel from spinning and just use a pry bar. Then I'm going to torque this nut to 310 foot-pounds. If you don't have a torque wrench that goes that high, do the best you can. I'm just going to peen these over with a punch. Just give it a tap. You don't have to do it too much, just enough so the nut wouldn't loosen up on its own. Now I'm going to take the new ball joint, just put a little anti-seize on here just so it doesn't stick in there if it ever has to be removed again. And slide this out of the way and just slide it in position. You can take the bolts, get the bolts started. Just going to use that pry bar and hammer, just tap it in all the way around. It may slide right in, you may be all set. And tighten these down. Now I'm going to torque those bolts to 59 foot-pounds. Now I'll slide the ball joint in place and get the nut started. And I'll tighten this up. If the stud starts spinning, you can use a hex bit and hold the stud from spinning and then tighten it with a wrench. Now we're going to torque this to 59 foot-pounds. Put the wheel back on, line that up, get the lug stud started. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts to 110 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. I'll just go around again, double check. After you're done this job, keep in mind you need to bring the vehicle to a local garage to have it aligned so you don't have premature tire wear.